New York City is known as the fashion capital of the world, with people all around the globe traveling to study, work, or buy into the apparel and textile industry. But have you ever thought about the waste that clothing generates? As an everyday necessity, it's easy to overlook the atrocities of the fashion industry. Second to oil, the clothing and textile industry is the largest polluter in the world. As the population of the world increases, so does the demand for clothing. Not only does the production of clothing exhaust energy, fossil fuels, and water, but the reality is that most of the clothing we wear will end up in landfills. The average American throws out 70 pounds of clothing each year, with textile waste occupying 5% of all landfill space. It may seem tedious and often expensive to make ethical choices when shopping for clothing, but small and easy changes in your buying habits can make a huge difference. An easy way to shop in a more ethical manner is to shop secondhand clothing. Ina is one of New York City's most established consignment boutiques for over 25 years. Specializing in luxury clothing, customers can shop a variety of high-end designer brands at a discounted price.
My name is Lonnie Hall. My name is Lonnie Hall. My position, I guess, would be key holder. I do a little bit more than I do buying and selling and all that good stuff. I've been with Ina off and on for about almost 9 years now, which is crazy. So basically we run appointments Monday through Friday from 12:30 to 6:30. We take in seasonal items, high-end and contemporary designers. Once items sell, we send checks out the following month for whatever sold the previous month. We have a markdown process, 3 markdowns, 20%, 50%, 70%, which happens after the first 30 days. We keep items for a total of 6 months. After 6 months, we automatically donate.
At Ina, customers are able to consign their unwanted designer clothing instead of throwing it away, allowing them to be loved and worn by someone else.
It's better to buy a shoe that's been made in Italy, like handmade, and spend a little bit more money now versus you buying a shoe from like Zara that was like made in China. It's not gonna last you very long. You'll probably have to buy like 3 or 4 more pairs within the lifespan of the one pair of shoes that you invested in. I always say you want to invest in pieces here. Whenever I shop, I always think about how long am I gonna want to wear this piece. So if it's something I see myself wearing for 5 years or even 10 years or longer, like this jacket I've had for 5 years, and it just keeps getting better the older the older it gets, and it's like one of my favorite pieces in my closet. And I try to shop more classic pieces. Like for fun pieces, it's nice to get them every now and then at a good price. Sometimes you want to have fun with whatever's trending, which is why I like Ina, because you don't have to invest $1,250 in a pair of shoes when you can get them here for like $250. So
the designer clothing sold at Ina is often well made and meant to last, rather than fast fashion brands, which are usually poor quality and only make it a few washes and wears before you have to throw them away.
I think it's just a lot of times it's easier financially to shop secondhand. I would love to be able to shop for retail, but I just feel like the prices are ridiculous and it's not realistic for me to spend that much money on things. A lot of times one piece will run me well over my rent, which is like crazy. So I feel like for every $1,000 you spend in those stores, you can get like 6 pieces here and you'll have them for much longer.
By shopping at Ina and other consignment boutiques, consumers are able to save money and shop sustainably by refraining from buying into harmful production methods and preventing clothing from sitting in landfills and harming the environment.